This game, we're finishing it. So that I don't have to think about it for a while. I have, for those just joining this on the YouTube.com much later, perhaps. It's been, what? 2 days since the finale? I may or may not have laughed for like a solid other half hour after last time. Something like that. Until the oh god, that's right, we're getting DLC. Alright, let me clarify right off the bat, first and foremost, that I do not hate this game. Just because of that thing. I cannot stress that enough. The same way I don't hate Xenoblade 2, in spite of its many flaws. Much more flaws than this game. I don't hate either of them. I do think I hate the developers. Or whoever felt the need that needed to be included there, of all places, during that sequence of events. I hate that person. And unfortunately, it has just kind of left me with a general sense of apathy. That's got me,
It's vital to keep a record of events.
That's got me, thinking more critically about the game in general. Because, you know, I don't think critically enough about things already. Doesn't need to be included at all. Again, like I said, we all know how I feel about this.
Time well spent, I'd say.
You all know I don't like Rex. You all know that I think the idea of him having 3 girlfriends is laughably stupid.
Time well spent, I'd say.
And for the record, I knew that was the implication.
Finally put all that together.
There are always gonna be people like, yeah, you're upset because you were proven wrong. Rex is a Giga Chad. Sleeping with multiple women equals Chad. Lol. That's one. That's not how that works. And 2, I knew that. I played the game. And contrary to popular belief, I understand the game. I've seen the new game plus title screen. I knew. The second the ending of that game happened, it's like, oh man, I got 2 sword waifus now. I knew. It is very, very obvious what they're trying to go for. That game is not exactly subtle. If you thought it was gross, wouldn't have if it was just Nia. Again, like we had a very lengthy discussion about this last night in the Discord after the Fire Emblem stream. That let me get a lot of the venom I had out to a degree. Again, now I just mostly have apathy and I'm sad. But yeah, we just discussed quite a few things that have been like, okay, what could have at least mitigated this? Venom. Where are these things? Okay, I again, because I'm in pure apathy mode, I did look up a guide and discovered, and just to clarify like what I'm doing. The only thing I'm definitely doing is getting Nia and Melia and doing their Ascension quest. I don't know if I'll do anything else. Apparently you get a couple of other miscellaneous things just for having them. Kind of like how we have, you know, a bunch of quests that tied into all the other heroes, but I'm not sure if I'm going to bother or not. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes. We'll see how I'm feeling. Pick would have been passable if the babies weren't there, or even just Nia's, as it screams insecurity. Like, that's the whole, again, like, even putting aside whoever, again, I'm going to say Takahashi for simplicity's sake. I don't know. I don't know how many hands were in the pot. I'm not sure who it was on staff who insisted that the ending of 2 wasn't enough. It had to be hammered into the audience's head in the sequel game that's mostly disconnected from it, that Rex fucked 3 women. I don't know who. What would I classify as toxic masculinity? That. The people who think, oh man, this guy's in a relationship with 3 women? Chad. Like, no. I'm all for happy, healthy, polygamous relationships if, like, that's what everybody wants and it's a nice, happy little polycule, but oh man! This guy has 3 girlfriends. Oh my god, I wish that were me.
Excuse me.
Peak male. What's up, girl?
That voice.
Wait. I know who you are.
Your Majesty!
We didn't recognize you in your casual clothes.
Did it fail?
I understand how you feel, but you must think of your own well-being. Please, have patience. I beg you.
Surely I have been patient enough. Stuck there in Origin. It's enough to send one insane.
Can we help you?
Her Majesty is insisting that she explore the outside world undercover.
I wanted to see for myself what the beings of this world thought, what they needed. Until now,
Turn to
all
Adam
I could
now.
do is
Fuck
perceive
Adam,
data.
too. Jotley
no
is
longer.
also fucking boring as hell.
I know, yes, but if you simply gave
The
us
only
the
one got a
order,
sword,
we
right?
could perform all the legwork for you.
Like, I would rather nobody had a fucking
There
group
are
photo,
things
let
you
alone a
can't
group
understand
photo with
unless
that
you
shit in
experience
it.
them for yourself.
But, like, at least give them both
at least
one.
allow us to accompany you.
If I go with you, won't that draw attention?
Yeah, the comparison I finally settled on. There were a couple of,
How
let
about
me
if we
shut
went
up.
with
There'll
you?
be plenty of time to talk. God.
We're quite well traveled around Ionios now. There are plenty of places we could show you around, I'm sure.
And of course, we share a common goal. There are people out there living in the harshest conditions, yet still they struggle on. We want to help them all too, just like you.
You want to help?
More people makes for more merries. Would be mega merries with more Melia.
Nana,
Aw.
you must refer to Her Highness in the proper manner.
No.
Menina speaking proper. Oh, that's right. Many sorries, Melly.
Melly?
Melly.
Please, Your Highness, forgive our insolence.
Yes.
Oh, Tyon did a boo-boo.
I didn't.
I missed her.
It's been a long time since anyone called me that.
Hey.
Then I have a proposal. They will be my only guards.
Your Majesty, why must you do this? What necessitates it? We have only just returned. You are the hope of all Kevers. Should the unthinkable happen, then...
You're
I have
such a
some in both.
fusspot,
I'm
Lizel.
fine.
But I want you to understand. The future is not shouldered by me alone. It is something that is created by each and every person in the world. I never wanted to sit there in my ivory tower and gaze down from on high.
Then
That's
why
not the
were
kind of
you?
ruler I am.
I apologize.
Why were you or
I
Nelton
spoke
Nia
out of
Queen
turn.
before this shit
I'm not
happened?
criticizing you.
Adam is just
You
so
are what I
inoffensive, unless you're the type who
You are
wants
my
it
hope.
bad. Yeah,
I
that's
have
a fair
request,
point.
Or rather, something to discuss.
Adam is very boring, but by
Could I
that same
ask you
token,
to
he's
take
not
a fellow
offensive in
traveler
any way.
under your
He
wing?
occupies space.
Her name is Melia.
If that's truly what you wish for,
I don't see why not. Glad to have you with us, Melia.
Talking to the Queen on equal footing. That's crazy, mate.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel so awkward.
No need for stress. Just act natural.
Oh, stomach of Manana getting rumbly.
Maybe some stress for Manana.
What's wrong?
Our
Aw.
wings. You're high. Sorry. I still can't believe you have them too, Melia. Makes me feel special. Like we're the same.
Aww.
Right. We are the same.
Your Majesty, I urge you, please take care.
I'll be relying on you in my absence, Isel. I'm sorry to saddle you all with
Isel,
me,
what?
everyone. But I'm looking forward to it too.
A
Okay.
new adventure. How
strange
That's
it
the name of
feels.
her. That's the name of one of her guards who fucking got murked in Xenoblade 1. What? Okay, who gets it? Uni? Of course. You have a cute moment of Uni being like, "Hey, we're the same race. I want to know about it." Noah gets it. Fucking sure. Royal, Summoner, Attacker, 3 different elements. Use their talent art after summoning elemental attacks for great damage. You're
We have some new names
goddamn
registered.
right. Is it actually gonna be like functionally the same? Oh, look at her. They expected me to get Nia first.
Leave the enemies to me.
Oh, I need to see. I need to see what it actually looks like. Do they have Ascension Quest? Yes, yeah. Yeah, you just get them automatically like we did with Kamaravi or whatever, but they do have Ascension Quest. But yeah, like like I came up. I tried to think of a couple of different comparisons just for the sake of like that's all right. Get into a fight with her, extremely important. Okay. And yeah, I was just again. I don't hate Xenoblade 2, but just for in case anyone's like, oh, you would not be upset about this if it weren't Xenoblade 2, if it weren't Rex, if it weren't that image. Nah. Maybe I wouldn't have laughed quite as long. Maybe I wouldn't have had a fucking hour-long Joker fit session. But the comparison, I finally set it on just for clarification, because for the record, I am okay with this idea. So Melly got screwed, right? Like Melly liked Shulk. That whole plot point, like it was resolved in a very mature way, but not very dramatically interesting. If they really, really wanted to, I would have totally been okay with Shulk being with Melia and Fiora, because they're all actually, you know, well-written characters whose chemistry feels organic. Like, if they really wanted to have them be a little polycule thing, I would have been like, okay, sure. If they wanted to drop a bombshell and have fucking, if it had been the opposite, if, like, Nia had just, if Nia's part had been only reuniting with Poppy, and then, like, fucking Melia had been the one looking at a photo of Shulk standing over her and Fiora with babies, would have been exactly as fucking jarring. I know that Shulk is a good monogamous Christian boy. I'm just saying for argument's sake.
It's vital to keep a record of events.
He needs 3 throw Ryan too. I was gonna say that's the only difference. Shulk would only have 2. Unless you throw Ryan. Yeah, throw Ryan in with a baby too. Fuck it. Life finds a way. But yeah, like, just, it's not a matter of the fact that, oh, I dislike these characters and I dislike that direction for them because they're not really good characters and don't have good chemistry, besides Rex and Nia to a degree. Like, Shulk rather fuck Ryan than Charlotte. I mean, yeah. Who wouldn't? But yeah, no, it's not necessary. It's not a matter of the people involved. It's a matter of what it represents and how it contrasts with the story. You're having this tragic, bittersweet, maybe we'll meet again, but for now, this is gonna be goodbye. We're probably not gonna remember each other. Who knows if we'll be able to find each other again. This very sad, very funereal moment of these characters we spent 100 hours with possibly departing forever, juxtaposed with, oh, by the way, this kid from the last game got literally everything handed to him on a silver platter and is perfectly happy. Lived a long, healthy life with his 3 waifus. Like, no. I'm sorry, but no. You don't do that. Melia doesn't have one. She has an Ascension quest, but we're gonna go pick up, where is the Cloud Keep? Is it part of this area? It is. There she is. Yeah, to actually recruit them, you just kind of pick them up. But they do have Ascension quests that we'll be doing. Yeah, you straight up just go to Kev's Castle for Melia, the Cloud Keep for Nia, and they'll just come right up to you, or walk right into the question mark, and things will happen. Yo, Nia, where are the Cheetos? Gee, I wonder if Mio's gonna inherit her class.
Huh? Where's the Queen?
Most LPs,
Maybe
they see the
she's not
delay and
here.
they're like, "Oh," they
But
see the photo pause the
where
fucking
is she
screen
then?
right now. Yeah, yeah. That was me. Sutaparinsu, thank you for the follow. Sorry if I butchered your name.
Huh?
Also, her outfit's bad. I'm sorry. I get what they're going for, but that's dumb looking.
Haven't worn this for a while. Still looks pretty natty though, eh, Nia, old fox?
It's supposed to be a combination of her
So tough to get around in those bloody formal duds.
her old
One
circus
false
clown
step and you
outfit
fall flat on
and
your
her blade
face.
form. But it just kind of looks silly.
I finally feel like I can be myself. Really cut loose. I love it.
Hmm?
Oh,
Where are the Cheetos? Where's the Mountain Dew?
what are you guys doing here?
We just,
Yeah, for the record,
are
for the record, I fucking love Nia. If that weren't clear.
Majesty, your clothes.
Wait, just hang on. Give me a second here, all right?
You're not the pizza guy.
Well met, all of you. Please accept my heartfelt welcome. I can offer you only a simple welcome today.
Stop!
Do please make yourselves comfortable.
Why are you even doing the queen thing? That ain't you. That ain't you,
Is
honey.
something the matter?
doesn't it wear on you? Acting like that.
What?
Noah?
No, it's perfectly fine. Dispense with such concerns. Pray, let not my regal status prohibit you from presenting your inquiries.
Oh my fucking god, please speak
Please.
normal. This is so cursed.
Speak your minds.
All right, well, here's a question. What's that get-up all about?
Yes. Perhaps you would find my clothes rather curious.
Yeah, it looks really dumb.
I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, that's
Either
cool.
get in your
That's
stupid
fair.
full jumpsuit or
No.
get in the blade outfit.
No, it's nothing like that.
This weird hybrid is stupid looking.
Before, I told you all how the world was once divided into two, if you recall.
Yes, you told us when we first met. How could we forget that, Your Majesty?
These clothes belong to that era, when the worlds were two, unmingled. These raiments were created especially for me in that older realm.
So they're from your old world, Majesty?
Right. I suppose you could call it a keepsake of my motherland.
Well, that
if you
explains
like.
why it's so bad.
Motherland. Can you explain that word, please?
Xenoblade 2's track
The place
record
of
for
my
outfit
coming
design.
into existence in the world,
Yeah.
of my infancy and upbringing. We called that our motherland.
Your Majesty's
Hit
motherland.
and miss.
What kind of place could it have been?
Are you interested, Noah?
I am. The subject seems so huge I can scarcely begin to imagine it. If it please you.
Also, yeah, can we bring Poppy with
I'd
us
love
now
to
that we
hear
know
more
she's
about
literally
your
right
world, Your
behind you?
Majesty.
In that fucking
Certainly.
tube.
I'd be happy to. Well, to begin with, I ought to explain. Actually, now that I think it over, if I were to tell you the whole of the story, a full day and night might not suffice, I fear.
Your game's not that
In
interesting,
fact,
honey.
I'm certain of it.
Oh, I see. Then I'm sorry to have made such an unreasonable demand of you. Well, maybe another
Some
time.
guys named Jin and Malice
Even
tried to
then,
destroy the world.
sure
They
you
were
have
correct and way, way
important
cooler than
matters you
us.
ought to be taking care of.
We killed them
It won't
and
do for me to
we got
detain
everything
you
we ever
here.
wanted because bad writing.
Huh? Well, I suppose so, but
Therefore, let us go forth together.
yes, Your Majesty, as you will. Wait,
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I don't think we quite heard right.
I mean to say that I will accompany you on your travels. That way, I'll be able to continue my tales. Night and day, every day if needs be.
Can you please skip the part about how the shit kid stole Rock's core crystal?
Not to imply that being cooped up here the whole time is as lonesome as it is tedious. Or that I'm well pleased with myself for inventing an elegant, way-sneak excuse to get out. It's nothing like that at all. Please do not misinterpret it.
Hashtag Jin did nothing wrong.
No one was saying that anyway.
I suppose it may be a bit much, eh?
We weren't saying that either.
All right then, it's decided. A deal, shall we say?
Where the
Yes,
fuck is
Your Majesty.
Dromark? He's immortal too.
Ah, yes!
Okay then.
What happened to your
we humbly
sister
beg
wives?
Your Grace, Your Majesty.
Why do you have their
Or
sword
was that
forms?
Respectfully.
Did they fucking die?
Oh, come now. No need for such formality.
Did you
I
three
ask
elope
only for
together
your kind
after
support
Rex
and
fucking died?
Oh, and from now on, I'd like you to address me simply as Nia. From now on, I'll be just another one of your ordinary fellow traveling folk.
Besides, you know, that other queen who's already in our party.
Oh, it's been so flippin' long! What I mean to say is... Oh, forget it.
Pretends to be shocked. Life Sage, healer, strongest of the healer class. No. Heals allies while dealing defense ignoring damage to enemies. Nia's fucking great. How's the stream been? It's been alright. Don't mind me, I'm wondering if I should finally try and figure out how to get some of these chests I missed.
Did I read things wrong?
Shit! Does she have a keyblade? No, that's her sword. I forget, I don't know what to call that type of sword, but she had that in her blade form. Would I say it's kind of like a Tachi? Huh. Well, alright, never mind. A scimitar, that's it, thank you. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Leave the healing to me.
What's it look like? What's it look like? Slightly less silly on her, because she doesn't have the huge ornate ears going on like Nia does. But still, I don't know. The combination of like the more armored, regal look plus her giant poofy clown sleeves does not really work. Feel like it needs to be one or the other.
My mind is made up. You have my full support.
Oh, you're done with that anyway. Good. That's perfect.
I'll keep you safe and snug.
Now go fight something with one of them? Okay. Also, yeah, XR getting rollback. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I don't know what to go fight. I guess back to Origin.
We've a fair amount of topographic data.
Since there were, like, newer enemies in there. Drop stuff I need. Strive DLC character soon, I hope. It's still weird that the second pass is only 4 characters. It's a little alarming, not gonna lie. Okay. It's like, yeah, I was like, there's more named enemies back here. Fight you real quick.
I won't let any of you die.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Uppercut, slash. Shadow
Ah ha 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 ha. Pretty sneaky, sis. Future connected theme, right? I can't tell if it's different. It's been so long since I've heard the future connected music. I can't tell if it's exactly the same or not.
I believe in you.
Okay, back on my feet.
But yeah, that is obviously what they're going for.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
It is a remix? Okay. I was gonna say, I wanted to say it didn't sound exactly the same, but it had been so long that I would be willing to believe one way or the other. The DLC is out? No. There's just post-game. Yeah, no, it sounds really good. That's awesome. I don't know what's Nia's gonna be, I wonder. Remix of the Torna theme? That'd be a little weird considering Nia wasn't in Torna at all, but dang. Ah, I see what you did there. Very sneaky use of jazz music. Oh my god! How good of you to make it just like Persona 5! What's your special power? Prevents order from completing if it reaches 100 through a hero's action, letting you select another character. Ah! Okay. I'm confused. How's that useful, though? Because if you use this, then that... is it OP? Like, I'm misunderstanding something, because if you use this, then she goes away. Does that then apply for the rest of the battle, or...? No jazzy Link attack theme? You know how this goes at this point. We've been putting up with the shitty chain attack music long enough to know how this goes. I'm going to assume it just applies for the rest of the battle. And so, like, if I use it once, then she can come back. Rider kick. Beautiful.
Check out what I've got in mind.
You right to pick mine. Show no restraint. You're in for it now.
Oh, my buffs ran out right as I cast that. Outstanding. Beautiful. Love to see it.
Any last words? How about this? I might have the answer.
Alright, coming right up.
Oh, I shouldn't have PFP'd. Oh, I fucked up. Man is unbreakable.
Did we upset them?
I've got an idea.
Hit them where they least expect.
I'll make this.
If you use melee to reach 100%, you can use someone else behind 100%. Okay, okay. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so the strategy is to save her for last. She'll get to 100, and then use her again, and then use somebody else after hers. Okay. Alright. Alright, well, didn't quite get it anyway, but I get the idea, at least. Yeah. I'll be able to do it this time, also. Be careful. You saw a tweet about anyone disconnecting on purpose during times 10 and times 100 in tricolor should burn in hell. Might be inclined to agree. Good God, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing I could see people doing just to be assholes. Yep, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's how you get the big shit. Okay. Yeah, melee is OP. Yeah, people who do that are right up there with people who talk in the movie theater. For burning in hell. My vampire who doesn't wash his hair. He's greasy. Yeah! I love my greasy rat husband. Oh shit, I got a bunch of ultra pure gemstones for that. Never did,
Oh, a welcome find.
And then I will go and open a chest right afterwards. We don't have Soul Hacker. Okay, so everything about that was pointless. Nia's turn. I mean, I'll put her in my party, but, I'm not gonna just fight a battle to fight a battle. Again, I don't have any real want of doing literally everything in this game anymore. With how deflated I feel at this point. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of combat in their actual quests. I guess we'll do Nia's first to make up for that. So.
I'll come with you, and we will build the future.
Alright, where is her thing at? Oh, I have to watch these scenes. Okay. They're at least marked, apparently. Yeah, apparently to unlock their Ascension quest, I just have to... maybe it's just Nia, but it seems like it's probably both.
Haven't been here for a while.
Oh, Yosuke.
I can't wait to see the look on Gondor's face when she sees you.
We're not talking to her. That's a stupid name. These voice acted at least.
Oh, what do you plonkers want?
Shut up.
Come on, don't be like that. We're just here to say hi.
Huh? What's that? You got...
Shut up.
Why?
I believe this is the first time we speak directly, isn't it, Gondor?
Can someone tell me what the hell's going on? Oh, I suppose we are, but...
That's Well, it's a long story. The Van Damme name, and those that bear it, have a deep meaning for me.
You mean my family?
Yo, Team Gay
In the
Pipe.
past, we were saved by a man called Van Damme. He taught us a lot about life and what it was we were called to do.
You knew him
It's
for
no
one day.
exaggeration to say that without
Shut
him,
up.
there would be no me.
Huh? A real deep connection between Nia and Gondor's fam.
Not the same
Spooky.
guy.
The memories of
I
it
don't
are all
believe
but
your
lost
Van Damme
now.
had any living children.
These were events of the distant past.
Oh. More to the point. Seems you dags have gotten pretty used to chumming up with royalty. Like it's no big thing.
Well, Nia asked us to treat her that way. Like another one of the gang.
Come on, Gondor. Surely you more than anyone wouldn't expect us to mince our words around Nia.
Wind your neck in, will ya? Nothing wrong with how I talk.
Team Gay Pipe.
Oh, you're so bold and unabashed. I simply adore it.
Yeah, keep telling us how
Oh.
endearing she
Oh.
is. It'll make it true.
Suppose I am.
I mean, you've passed through the conflict with the false queen, maintained order in the castle. There are a lot of things that came about because of your blood, sweat, and tears, Gondor.
Huh? Well, that's a real heck of a compliment. Too much for the likes of me, mate.
He's kind of braided since he gave his whole army to a 15-year-old
All
boy
I
he just
reckon we
met.
really did was set a few
That's beside the
boundaries.
point. Again, I
to
like
stop things
Van
going
Damme.
daft. I don't have a clue
The
about
one
your
from
acne and
2
folk
and this one.
You're
But it is
being
just a
humble,
fact.
Gondor. Please, there's no need
You
for
knew
it.
him for a day.
It's not easy to earn people's trust, to maintain the balance. And you do all that while still remaining natural, unadulterated Gondor.
Oi! I'm basically an adult. I'm almost... Oh, forget it.
Gondor, you really soften up when you get a few kind words, don't you?
Huh?
Not
Who
really.
you calling soft?
I hope Agnes can count on your continued support.
I mean, what I'd really like to be saying right now is bite me. But since I got a real deal queen going to all
Terrible.
the trouble of asking me, I guess
The Superman
I've got
post.
to at least consider the request a bit.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Gondor.
Blanca with the Faust, though.
As the nominal lady of
take that.
Agnes Castle, I bestow upon you my sincere admiration for fulfilling the...
Hey! Whoa! Enough already! It's like you want to make me squirm.
Ah, there's our Gondor.
Just shut up, will you?
Shut
Or
up.
about
You know
real-
what? You shut up.
Pot calling the kettle black much there, Gondor love?
I will deal with you when I fucking have to, but I'm not gonna deal with the game trying to pretend that you're fucking endearing. Shut the fuck up. I am done with this game. I should not have to fucking deal with you anymore.
I'm just gonna lie here and you can't stop me.
What's with the MILF haircut? I don't know what y'all are talking about. That's literally the same haircut she had in the main game. At least in her blade form. Oh, thank God.
Right, all done.
Want to try it out?
Please get rid of some of those gemstones so I can open chest again. God damn it.
That's enough for today.
You recall one book where the author between books made a character gay just for representation, even though he had perfect chemistry with a female? Sounds about right.
Okay. Next on the
There's
list
no ponytail on
is-
the shirt. I was gonna say yes. Especially, like, I don't know what y'all consider a mom haircut by anime standards, but yeah, she doesn't even have the side ponytail. Otto is more of a mom than her. He's telling his best jokes. See, the reason the chicken crossed the road wasn't actually to get to the other side of the street, but to the other side of the afterlife. Do you get it? Let me explain it some more. The chicken would have never made it because it didn't look both ways first, which... Jesus. Fucking Christ. Fucking Xeno. I can't wait. I heard about XR getting rollback. Very cool. She has the exact same haircut as your mom. Like, that is the same haircut she had in Xenoblade 2. More or less. Damn, Otto. Otto has the dead anime mom haircut. I'm not gonna go that far, JC, but I am with you. Like, I already loved his design and aesthetic. But yeah, if finding out he likes shitty jokes on top of that, like, bruh. Yeah, we need him.
Your Majesty, there you are.
You look stupid with those yellow sleeves.
You aren't used to it yet, are you?
I'm sorry, you're... Please forgive me, it's just...
It's fine. I may have taken my teasing a step too far.
Otto being a mom. Outstanding.
I hope what I'm about to say doesn't come out the wrong way, but...
Yes?
God damn it, he can cook too secret. Oh no.
You're our queen. We believed you were the one that gave us all life,
for Otto.
and that
He
we'd
is
return
blonde.
to you in the end. You were like this awesome being high
He's
above.
very pretty.
None of us could even
And he can
dream of
cook.
talking to you.
You just gotta get past that whole baby goop thing.
And now you're just traveling along with us and chatting like it's an everyday thing. It's just really bizarre to me somehow.
We've only been to 2 places,
Like
Fivehead.
things have been switched around. It still feels a little strange.
Could it be that it just hasn't sunk in yet? I see. Well, it's the same for me.
What?
I'm sure I've told you this before, but please indulge me.
Yo, coffee cake.
While I was asleep in the Cloud Keep, I was getting information about what was happening in the world. So I knew long before that you were not M, but an independent being called Mio. But it was nothing more than information. I wanted to truly know you more than anyone else. But I couldn't touch you, couldn't make contact. I felt so close to you, but you were still this distant, far-off thing. It was so frustrating. But right now, you're so close, I can reach out and touch you, speak with you even. I never thought the day would come. It's a truly strange feeling.
It's the same for me.
Indeed. It's amazing.
Motherly
really,
instinct? I
the way
don't know.
things
I
worked
don't know
out,
if
don't you
I
think?
was wondering about that, admittedly.
For sure.
Like, even
If I
before
hadn't
that
become
photo.
Ouroboros, I'd never
They're
have had
so
the chance
similar
to
that
meet
the
you,
thought
Nia.
had crossed my mind.
Sometimes
But I don't know.
a small pebble starts the avalanche, which changes
I actually
your whole
don't know if that's what
future.
they're going for or not.
Don't you think?
She acts so distant.
No, I don't think you can put it all down to chance.
Huh? What do you mean?
I think we met because we were supposed to, Mio. It was meant to be. Because, to me, you're...
Hey! Mio! Nia!
That would make Rex her father to
We're
not
now soon,
necessarily
guys.
again.
Get a move on or you'll get left behind.
We still don't know.
Coming.
We didn't know anything about blade reproduction.
Shall we go join the others?
Sure. Let's do that.
For all we know, Mithra's the mother. Father. Both.
Mio,
Yes?
I'm really glad we got to talk like this.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, it might not even be a direct thing,
Nia.
because again, she acts so distant. And think about the absurd amount of time that has passed. And again, Blade's, like, the blood pool has very clearly diluted so much that, Food to blade babies? Yes, exactly. Like, the blood pool has literally diluted so much that blades don't even have the core crystal system anymore. Like, they age and just die like everybody else. She has the same hair color as Mio. Or Nia, good god. They both have gold eyes. Literally does not mean anything, actually. Also, by that same token, Mithra. Mithra's the father. We cracked the code. There we go. Stop posting images of Otto being cute. You're gonna corrupt Secret. Don't make Secret simp for Otto. Yeah, no, like, that might be what they're going for. Again, that seems likely, again, because they are so similar, but at the same time, a direct parent wouldn't make a whole lot of sense when you stop and think about it, because again, so much fucking time has passed. Are Melia and Nia on the chart? Do we know how old Melia is at this point? They're not on the chart, are they? I don't think they're on the chart. I don't think we know exactly how much time has passed, but like a long fucking time has clearly passed since both games, right? Like, a direct parent would not make a whole lot of sense. 12 to 20 years after one? I'm thinking even longer than that. I am thinking even longer than that. Again, it's the only thing that makes sense with how diluted all the gene pools are. Like, all these different races would not degrade and lose this many of their characteristics that fast. Like, this is something that would have been had to have happened over, I don't know. I don't know how many generations, I'm not a scientist, but definitely more than 10 to 20 years worth. And so by that same token, when all these people are actually aging properly, what? What? Okay, whatever. Space Kitty. Oh, that's cute. Getting distracted here. I would like to get this done. Need Triton for it? Ah, okay. Saffronia tree in the Fornus region. Oh, I'm glad I read ahead. Once I do have all these conversations, Mio needs to be at rank 10 in her class to actually be able to do the Ascension quest.
Ah, the scent of Sophronia. This takes me back.
Takes you back? You mean you know what this is?
Yes, of course.
God damn it,
Sophronia
Otto.
trees used to grow in the world that I came from, you see.
Huh? For real?
So that's where Sophronia trees come from. Who'd have guessed?
That's not all. What you call the Orion Mountains came from my world too.
Whoa, seriously? I always thought they were funny-shaped mountains.
I mean, now they're mountains. Back then, they weren't so picturesque.
Are there more places like this?
Stella,
stuff that we don't know the true origin of?
Actually, yes. In fact, I dare say...
I was gonna
pretty
say
much
literally
everywhere
everything.
you've seen till now.
Makes sense. If you hadn't been here, we'd have just walked right past like it was no big thing.
I suppose it's good for you all to know about how things were in the old world. Well, now you've got all this new perspective, why not have a look back at the path you already traced?
Looking back at where we came from. That could be a really valuable experience.
Yes. Please, give it some thought. The path that you're on now will lead you to the future that you've dreamed of.
Do this first in case I literally teleport into it again. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh! Fuck!
Good thing we found this.
Well, I might actually have to dip back and try to find more named enemies. Endless. Night, night, Ninja. You have a good one.
Those empty ruins.
Nia? Everything all right?
This place you call Mactha Wildwood. Do you know anything about all the ruins and things scattered around here?
No, to tell the truth.
I never paid them any mind, I guess. But now you mention them, they do seem pretty weird. Oh. Hey, is this also related to stuff from your old world, Nia?
That's a good guess, Senna. Not quite right, but you aren't far off.
Please, explain.
All right, I will. This is probably something you ought to know about. I told you before about Ionios' creation, right? Well, what I'm about to talk about goes back much further into the past than that.
You mean when the worlds were one?
The people of that time had access to absolute power, using it to create and enjoy a flourishing civilization. But in the end, they started to fight each other for control over that very power. And because of that, the power became a calamity and ripped the world in two. What we're looking at now is the remnants of the destruction that humanity has wrought. So the true meaning of all this ruin is to stand as a monument to the history that created this world.
If you really think about it, we human beings are the cause of all of it.
I don't get it.
Why fight till everything burns?
The answer is because they were afraid.
Afraid of what?
Afraid of ending. All life, all civilizations and cultures, everything comes to an end in time. Of course, humans are part of the world too. We can't escape that rule either. But people never stop looking for a way, even if it means going beyond the rules. Eternity. That's what they were searching for.
Eternity.
If the present moment carries on forever, then the end will never come. That's eternity.
Something
With
riding.
that, the miserable decay that you're looking at now would never come to pass. I think you probably all know the rest of the story already. Why this world that we're in now is called Aionios, the realm of eternity.
Zed also wants eternity, just as the people did back then.
But, I mean, even though they were longing for eternity, to sacrifice so many lives to achieve it, it can't be right.
I agree. We might get hurt, and someday we'll be gone. But we have to keep moving forward in spite of all that. That's what it means to live, right, Nia?
Yes, exactly right. That must be clear to you all now. You should hold on to that vision of life. Cherish it as you go forward. Keep that in your heart so that you never repeat the mistakes of the past.
Crumbs. Crom and Lonky's wedding night be like. Outstanding. Alright, apparently not gonna be able to do this until I get Neon level up, so that's great.
I'm starving. Got anything I can eat? We need to lay all this out.
Okay, so what next? Good question. Nia, anywhere you still want to go? Huh? You're asking me? Right, if that's the one you've been wanting to go see or do, please let us know. Oh, but I mean, wherever you're headed, it's fine by me. Come on, Nia, speak your mind. After all, we've been dragging you all around the shop. Time for you to choose our next move. It's really kind of y'all to say that. Much appreciated. But actually, what I said before, I really meant it. Wherever you go, I will follow. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Travel together with you, if we're not heading anywhere in particular. Well, that's more than enough for me. All right, whatever. That's what Nia wants then. Yeah, you started the decision right now. I'm going to think over for a while. So give it some consideration then. Oh, this is what it is. Okay, yeah.
Alright, let's get going. Time's wasted.
God, I wasted so many silver ones. If I'd known that was gonna happen, I would have gotten a level up first and then used the silver coins. Alright, well.
Scratch that.
Can I reload a save? Possibly, but meh. Why can I not fast travel to Origin? See if we can just, like, backtrack from the amphitheater and hopefully I'll run into another named monster or something. Or not even that necessarily, chest more than anything else, actually, I think. I skipped a bunch of chests in this area because I was maxed out on gemstones, but...
Push this thing here.
If one of them just has a couple of silver coins, then there's no problem.
Off we go.
Noah needs coins too. Is he gonna need some? He is! Yep, outstanding! So I'm just dead-ass not gonna be able to do this tonight. Well, that's what I get for reading ahead, but not actually reading.
Oh, that's a rare one. Visitors. I don't want to die.
What's up, Patty? This game's terrible. Solely for the fact that to actually do these Ascension quests, they have to have rank 10 in their classes. You know. Yeah, why not? Why not make you do something like this at a point in the game where you're just kind of going through the motions and finishing stuff up? And not inclined to go out of your way to grind.
Hey, this one means business.
I mean, what?
A formidable opponent.
You're dealing with me. Thanks for the support.
No ball!
Harmony. Now's your chance.
Cheers for that! Dragon
I have no idea what this music is. I know it's definitely got to be some kind of remix from Xenoblade 2, but hell if I recognize it. Keep it back on excellent taste. I try.
Enemies broken away from me. I know. Feeling good.
Everyone healed up. No complaints.
Cheers for that.
Lost the enemy. Gotta keep their. You're dealing with me.
Oh, it's a Drifting Soul remix. That barely sounds like Drifting Soul anymore.
Uni's got you covered.
Cheers for that.
I look out for it. Thanks for the support.
Come here.
I don't know how to feel about this.
What? Enemies broken away from me.
Here we go, man. So much energy. My upward spring. Twister. Shining halo. Excellent flag.
Demolition.
Heal. Harmony. Now's your chance. Thanks. Things are building up.
Sometimes brute force is the answer. Imperious Summon!
Summon element.
Excellent flag. Heal. Harmony. You're dealing with me.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of this, not gonna lie.
Now we can finish him.
Yeah, let's do this.
Gonna smash you in.
Check out what I've got in mind. This should be our plan.
Could just go to level 1 and go to the beginning of the game. I don't see how that would help. I really don't see how that would help getting class points faster. It's still busy work.
I get first dibs.
I'll follow your lead.
The fact of the matter is, no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to have to fight a shit ton of battles to get this quickly. And I don't feel like doing that.
Your fate was sealed when you rose against us.
That map has every single unique monster on it, and they have silver coins. That map was kind of useless, not gonna lie. Again, the main thing I wanted it for was for the info. Yeah, the info blurbs that aren't marked properly. I'm also killing yet another monster without Soul Hacker. This is outstanding. What a good idea this was. And now I fucked up my chain attack. Never mind. There are only so many ways I can say it. No matter what I do, it's busy work. And I don't think I have the patience for it right now. I only need like one more coin to be able to max out Mia's. So I'm gonna try to do that in a reasonable amount of time. And then I guess maybe we'll just YouTube Melia's. Four more coins, something like that. Yeah, I just have no incentive at this point.
I'm getting the hang of this.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Way too apathetic at this point.
A rare thing?
To really care. Enough to spend a whole stream grinding. I kinda just want to be done with this game and watch One Piece. Not gonna lie. God damn it. Well, I get the same rewards from challenging them over and over again, right? I haven't refought that many named enemies, but I think I get the same shit every time, I'm pretty sure. Right? You're hearing thunder outside secret. Oh no. Stay safe.
I'll hit him, and then I'm gonna hit him again.
There's some slight variation, I don't know.
I'll heal you right up.
I'm not sure, but I think you dead ass just get the same thing every time, so.
I'll take the offensive then.
All right, you lot. Give me your war faces. This will be rough, but we got no choice.
Safest colonies with me on the job.
Crash out!
I got something for you.
This will keep me going. Uppercut.
Elemental discharge.
Yeah, I don't think I like this remix very much. Y'all know me, I love Drifting Soul.
I'll help you. I look out. Everyone healed up. No complaints.
Do not think I'm a fan.
The power of Ouroboros. This ain't the half of it. How fast? Crash out!
Just where it hurts the most.
Everyone healed
Nice
up.
move.
No complaints.
Power. We can do this.
I'm pulling out. I'll help you. Tyon, your tactics will win this. I'm gathering momentum.
Your dad's friends left earlier before the storm started, so they're no longer outside. That's good. Yeah, Godspeed to anybody in Florida. Flowers and whoever else may or may not be there.
Keep it up, Leo. I can still do this. I can heal that.
I believe the storm got upgraded again today.
Finish him. No, you can't. Let's get them together, Noah.
Thank you.
You're dealing with me.
Perfect time.
Redeeming bloom. Senna, love to see it. Protection.
Let's use it to the max.
Oreo.
Deflect the field.
Smash you in. Leave it to uni. I salute your judgment.
I'll take one.
I'll follow your lead.
Last big definitely not least. Going for it.
I've got an idea.
Leave it to uni. You right to pick mine.
Let me do the honors.
You're in for it now.
How about this? You think I'm weak?
Any last words?
Also, I was not aware, but apparently the storm's name is Ian. I can't believe Ian's going to devastate Flower's home state.
I used my thinking muscle for this one.
Yippee.
I'll stop you. I can follow that up.
I think I may have just horribly misread what Nias does. Eventually fucked myself over because of it. But whatever.
One more for the road. Wait, no, this does not slow up.
How's this for a plan? Observe my strategy. I'll make it. Let me do the honors.
So from Fiona to Ian, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, it was named Fiona. Why the hell did I see Hurricane Ian? Maybe they're getting two? I don't know. Maybe they're getting another one as soon as one's done. I'm not sure actually anymore.
Just give me the word. Do right, you big mind.
Let me do the honors.
You're in for it now.
Shit. Too powerful.
Any last words? Gonna walk all over you. You know the drill.
You can count on me. Dominate.
Keep going. Push through. In for the long haul, huh?
Impulse sway. You ain't ready for this.
Redeeming blue.
Ray on punishment.
Not water. With strength and thrust. With you, Noah. Let's fight on. Do it, Kyle. The full way. You're sparking spark now, mate.
Time.
A little before you.
I'll take care of it. Ray on punishment.
It's nothing. This'll... I look out for it.
Out of my face. Ray. Rolling smash.
Oh man, you really saved our bacon there, Uni. Well, you know I do work miracles.
Anything that time? No. Oh my god. You probably only get coins and shit from the first time you kill it. Outstanding.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Not that. Good god. Oh, there we go.
Gem's done.
Come on, I want to use it quick. That should do it, you think?
No, god fucking damn it. Get out of there.
Alright, let's get going.
Yeah, you see what I
Time
mean?
for
Again,
wasting.
I'm just... Like, in any other instance, I'd be like, oh, well, it's fine. I don't mind that I have to grind. We can talk about other shit, but just, I got nothing at this point. I feel like I've said everything I needed to say regarding the conclusion of the story. I wish I had more to say about, you know, the actual characters involved, but it's not my fault the game took away their big moment.
Everyone, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's further up, I guess. Okay. Sure.
Guys, get ready to fight. Wonder what's inside.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
Yeah, waste more ultra pure gemstones. Very nice. one more, my ass. I didn't get any from that. I wish I could just teleport back to the start of this area, but I can no longer remember which point the starting point was. So this map is slightly terrible. Only one more special monster fight, if I can fucking find one. I think this maybe we first got here because we came in through the water. Hopefully. What is so terrible about having the names of locations actually be on the map?
Every day's a training day.
Like, besides just when you hover over the fast travel spots, right? Like, what happened to that concept?
I'll whack 'em good. It ain't
This can't be happening.
Lance, did I push you too hard?
Oh, that's a rare one.
Wonder what's inside.
Quite frankly, you know what? I shouldn't even be bothering with this, because you know what's gonna happen, right?
Good thing we found this.
God, especially because those aren't giving the chests are too strong at this point to actually give me silver coins. Like I was told quite a while ago at one point that, oh yeah, ultra rare gemstones are endgame material. And so of course by that same token, all these chests are just gonna keep giving me goddamn what's it called? Gold coins, if anything. Yeah, I don't know. I give up. I was gonna try to do at least Nia's because I only want like 3 coins away, but like fuck it, I don't got the patience for this right now. Screw it. I would literally just call this stream off altogether and play it again at some point, but this week is the Genshin update, so I'm not gonna have time to play this game.
Just fix this.
And I would rather go ahead and just fucking have it done once and for all. Then come back in a week or whatever once that's done. So fuck it. Just fuck it. I hate to do this. I'll almost certainly do this off screen at some point. I just got fucking nothing to say.
gotta keep nice and limber.
All right. Who's do we want to see first, Nia's or Melia's? I guess go ahead and do Nia since we already got all the info blurbs for it. We just can't actually do the Ascension quest part of it. So I guess it makes more sense to go ahead and do her first. Genshin's more important. We need Egyptian doggo? Exactly. Bruh. Fucking weeaboos! How about you?
please, it's Nia.
There we go.
You aren't used to it yet, are you?
That's what we want.
I'm sorry, you're... Please forgive me. It's just...
Good God, Gondor really talked that long.
It's fine. I may have...
Oh wow, this is super short. Over half the video is the other conversations. This is gonna be super short. Okay, yeah, no, I'm glad I did this. I would have been fucking pissed if I spent however long. If I spent however long on stream just to fucking get that conversation to unlock. If you're asking me to choose, I need advice first. All the places you've been, was there a place you could look up and look at the sky? Place close to the sky? She means like the highest place in the world, right? A high place? Have we? Maybe not. Oh, that's totally that area on the map we can't get to back in the Altea region, isn't it? I think I was told that was post-game. Anyway, I want to go there. And look up at the sky, I want to go back there. A sort of nostalgia. I lived on a sea of clouds. It was fucking weird. Yeah, her Ascension quest is about to be literally just one extra cutscene. Look at that video length. Oh, bruh. Yeah, nah, not worth it. Absolutely not worth it.
I'm all refreshed and ready to take on the world.
Yeah, we'll do that Triton quest. That'll be the grand finale / bonus video of Xenoblade 3. I feel like that's an appropriate way to finish it, right? Drinking contest with Triton. I can think of nothing better. I can think of nothing more appropriate. Or maybe not, I have no idea where this place is. Maybe you can technically get here without doing that. I DK.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here. That smarts. That smarts.
Just jump! Do I have to kill that thing? Do we also have to kill this thing on top of everything else to actually do this quest? I already got the DLC, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I'm being mean. I don't know if you have to fight. I was gonna say I don't know if you have to fight that thing or what. I don't know why this individual included that in his video, but there you go.
Such a blue sky.
Never seen a bluer sky.
Though the world changes, no matter what form it may take, the sky up there, it stays the same. Thank you. I'm grateful to all of you. It's kind of you to indulge me like this.
No, it's fine. Don't forget, asking you along was our idea.
I'm pleased you all became Ouroboros. I'm glad that you did.
Nia, what's gotten into you? Why are you saying this now?
When this battle is over, the stationary worlds will move once again. When the worlds were divided, they knew nothing of each other. In the end, they'll be strangers once again. Perfectly ignorant. As will we. Even so, I wanted to make a memory. The day when we part for good, it's coming.
But still, I wanted us to share this moment. I wanted to feel that special connection, those ties that bind us together. Not just as your queen, but also as your friend.
Nia.
So just... thank you. In the end, it's up to you. My hope is invested in your future. You must defeat Zed and make a better world with your own hands.
Hey, that's not quite right.
Huh?
That better world. You'll be building it together with us, Nia.
You mean...
I mean, even if we do get separated, someday we'll see each other again. We want you with us, Nia, in that future. How could we not? We need you. Rather, please stay. Because the connection we share, Nia, that's something that can never be broken.
Mio. I mean, if that's the future that you want... No, let me try that again. That future, I'll share it with you. It's not just yours, it's our future we'll invest in. For that, we need this world to end. Until that time.
Yeah. We'll be by your side until
I wonder
then.
what Takahashi thought of Darling in the Franxx ending. Oh, shit. Again, like I said, yeah, Patty, you weren't here for that. That seems like what they might be going for, but again, that doesn't actually make a whole lot of sense when you stop and think about it. A descendant of some kind, maybe. A descendant of some kind, absolutely possible, but like I said, again, the bloodlines of all these different races from the previous games seems way too diluted for her to be a direct descendant. So I don't think so. Again, some kind of descendant, very possible. Because obviously the similarities there are very intentional. But with the way blades, flesh eaters, whatever's work now, a little iffy.
Laugh. You think this is going to make it all better, do you?
Who?
Well, I will bear full responsibility. Otherwise, well, there is no otherwise.
What are you two bickering about?
Embrace the capacity life they have from the world. But again, they do though, I think.
Has a problem arisen in my absence?
Like, again, I could be, again, for all I know, I could be completely off base with this, because again, clearly I don't understand the brilliance that is Takahashi with some of the choices he's made in this game towards the end. But the entire game, my interpretation of the races is that the bloodlines had diluted, and that goes for both sides, because you can see it in both sides, with, with the Entia in the Keves side. Like, all of them have much smaller wings, and some of them have wings that are the same color as their hair instead of white or off-white like Uni. And then over on the 2 side, like, literally everyone and their mother seems to be part blade. Even Taion, according to his swimsuit outfit, has what looks like a core crystal. And but yet they still have the same aging process. Like, they can still die. They don't just, get shot, return to core crystals, and get popped back out. They go through the same life vampire recycling purpose that everyone else goes through. So again, my interpretation is just that an absurd amount of time has passed. Like, not absurd, but like at least 200 years or some shit. And that just somehow Blades got the ability to reproduce at some point. And just, they no longer function the way they used to. and everyone just kind of has roughly the same lifespan now. That's my take. If that take is correct, then being a direct relative does not make sense, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's how I've made sense of this whole situation in my head the entire game. Like, I feel like that makes the most sense, but...
No, just a trifling matter, really.
Actually, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands, Your Majesty.
Hey, mind your...
We have to report the facts as they are. How much longer are you going to leave this hanging, eh?
What's the problem?
I like
this
guy.
A couple of days ago, we had a small run-in.
He's
with
very
our Agnian
indignant.
Opposites. Isel took care of them, but things got out of hand a little bit.
Out of hand, nothing. They insulted Her Majesty's honor. I'm spitting feathers.
You should get that checked out.
No reason to fight. You were the one who earned their ire.
Did they come to any harm? You hurt them?
I only intended to scare them, but then they resisted.
So you sought to defeat them?
No, nothing of the sort. They had no flame clocks, so I would never...
The presence of a flame clock is not what instigates a battle. The glimmerings of war are always there, within us. I imagine discovering that fact must have come as quite a shock to you.
Circumstances aside, if you've incited their wrath, then I assume we haven't heard the end of this.
As you say, they have since begun to rally together in opposition.
I am ashamed. Truly ashamed. Now that this has come to a head, I cannot but take full responsibility. I will thwart their objective, even if it should cost me my life.
You shall not. Do not speak of throwing your life away so lightly. I've already lost so many of my friends. I could not bear to lose another.
It's true. Melly has actually experienced loss. It's weird.
I will speak to the Agnian chief retainer personally about the matter.
Melia actually had to sacrifice things to get the happy ending in her game. Crazy.
Any more unfinished business that I should know about?
Couple of house calls to make, Your Majesty. They want you at Colony 9 and the city.
Colony 9? So Xeon, then?
Indeed. They've asked for some urgent backup following the recent Origin attack.
And the other request is from Monica. Wants you to give her people a pep talk.
The descendants of Ouroboros. I've caused such grief for them. And for an unfathomably long time.
But now they get to speak to their real queen. I'm sure they'll be overjoyed.
Yes, perhaps. Speaking face to face with another. There's nothing quite like it.
Melia?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm going to be taking up some more of your time.
Now you can cut that out. Agnes or Kevus, soldier or queen. What difference does it make?
The future is to be created by each and every person in the world. I think you were the one who taught us that.
True enough. Your unyielding spirit gives me the strength to go on.
Sometimes when Melia smiles, I see sadness in her eyes, as if she's all alone in the world.
Imagine that.
We've got to stop by Colony 9.
Night, night, Blanco. You have a good one.
And
Agnes Castle, right?
Safe journey to you all.
Oh god. So Nia's was the talky one. Melia's was the side quest within side quest one. Oh god, I just realized, no wonder this one's over an hour long. Good god, okay. If these teal sub ones aren't voice acted at all, then I might gloss the video.
Over there. really love Colony 9, don't you, Uni? I can tell from the way your wings perk up.
It is voice acted. Oh, hey, more Xeon.
Be more gentle, Commander.
Don't expect miracles. I'm trying my best to heal you here.
Here, let me.
Thank you, miss. That would be great. What?
Awkward.
That should suffice. Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Queen Melia, to what do we owe the honor?
What good is a ruler if they cannot send aid to their people in times of need? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Xeon.
Also, I like that little dialogue right before the cutscene started with Uni and Melia.
Hey, look! Isn't that the Queen?
Again, kind of feels like that should be the bigger connection than her and Noah,
Back to my post.
with him being her class inheritor. That was a little weird.
Excuse me. Origin's attack unfortunately caused a
I'm not here to randomly claim him, even though you had tips first. Yep.
We've been
He's all yours.
And also dispatched a survey team to scan the area. The thing is, we've lost contact with the survey team. The line just went dead.
There was a really loud sound earlier on. Could be more rocks.
I see. Then we'll take it from here. Uni, how are you doing over there?
I've healed up the worst of them. Now they just need a little R&R.
Queen Melia!
Oh, really?
Could I interest you in some potatoes?
Come on. If you've got the energy to flat
Terrible.
already, you'll be back on your feet in no time.
I see I had no cause to worry.
How many were on the survey team?
3. One was piloting the Levnis. Okay. I've sent the landslide's location to your iris. You can confirm it for yourself.
Got it.
If you happen to see an Anita from the survey team, could you, tell her to give back what she owes? Because I'll be waiting here until she does.
I'll be sure to deliver the message. I'm so sorry to have let this come to pass, everyone. This ordeal will be over ere long.
You watch yourself too, Your Majesty. Don't want to see you get hurt neither.
I hope you find our friends.
Good to add more names.
Hey, look at that. A survey branch Levnis.
Quickly, we must rescue them at once.
Good to add more names.
Hello.
Oh, God!
There.
It's all right.
Jesus!
We're here to help.
How did you even manage that?
I'll get that heavy thing off you right this instant.
Right, that's her injuries about treated.
You're a survivor by nature. Good fortune that we made it in time.
Oh, I can't thank you enough. I thought I was a goner.
Say, you wouldn't happen to be Anita by any chance?
Yeah, I'm Anita.
Oh, that's great news. There was a guy in the rescue tent who was really worried about you. He said he wanted you to pay him back or something?
I suspect that was merely an excuse. He seemed really rather worried. Very insistent that you make it back.
Ah, it's got to be Kurt.
At least got to
We've
see
really
Xeon
been
one
in
last
it
time
since
until you
last
buy the
term.
game for Christmas. Secret,
He
yeah.
can be a little faint-hearted at times. I'd better go and try to calm him down.
Very good.
So you've been joined at the
Can't
hip
stop
since
yawning.
childhood.
Good God.
Joined at the... Sorry?
I mean that you were inseparable. You've had a special connection throughout your lives. You understand each other's feelings and you lift each other up in times of need, is what I'm trying to say.
Then why didn't you say that?
Your friends are irreplaceable. Be sure to treasure them.
Oh.
Yes, Mom. Thank you. Thank you.
Ellie.
She have someone in mind herself.
Oh.
There's someone out there special to her.
Oh, I hate this.
She was imprisoned in Origin for so long. So maybe they're already...
Long before then. I'm pretty sure that ship sailed even before that happened, Noah. Mostly just tired to be day 3 of monthly pains.
His foot's trapped.
Yeah, I don't know what my problem is. Like I said, I was apparently so tired that
Using arts would
I
be far too dangerous.
told my grandmother to let me sleep when she tried to wake me up earlier, and I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
But I have no idea why. Like, I got 8 hours.
You're in safe hands now.
Yes, thank you.
She's had hundreds of years to try again. Try again with who? Shulk's not immortal.
Good thing we found this.
Or basically immortal. Shulk with, you know what I mean. Melly is not immortal, but
It's going to be okay.
long-lived.
There was a second landslide. Don't mind me. Look for the others.
We're well aware, but firstly...
Feels warm.
Do not move from this spot. We're going to check the
Anyone
immediate
that's
area.
kind of the point of moving on, yeah.
Yes.
No, I know. But again, just because she ended up being queen of the entire fucking world, and not even just what's left of the High Entia.
The landslides have formed a sharp incline, in turn increasing the risk of loose rocks.
It's like who's on her level.
But the possibility of further landslides remains.
She got fucking put on a pedestal for the entire world and not even just her own goddamn country anymore.
We must make some distance, and quickly.
Also, turn that little icon off in the corner, please. Who is that bump? She's out of the castle, yeah. We're watching this on YouTube because this game's terrible and expects you to grind out class levels with Melia and Nia in order to actually complete these quests. Yeah, we're going on a tour of being reminded why being Melia is suffering.
Something smells exquisite.
Just, you know, to further paint a picture of just how badly that one middle child game fails. In terms of, oh, everyone's happy.
The Queen has returned.
No bad things happen to characters who matter.
We're glad to see you safe, Your Majesty.
We were at the site of the landslide, but the situation remains precarious. It is vital that we remove the remaining rocks upon the slope in the coming days. You shall have the castle's aid, of course. But your own assistance in this matter would also be most appreciated.
Oh, dear.
We'd be glad to help. Never want to have to go through this again.
But if we hadn't, we'd never have got to meet Queen Melia. I don't regret it, because I learned today that we weren't forsaken.
I'm 90% sure that is the same voice actress as Gondor's.
Your Majesty is at the homecoming.
Notice how she sounds slightly less bitchy, though. We met Nia already. Nia's was super short.
Not so directly.
Literally all Nia's was a couple of cutscenes.
I will endeavor to the best of my ability to allay your fears.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
Then
One had at least a couple of their deads, but not really. No, I know, but still, you know what I mean.
Oh yes. Speak up then.
I would like
People still lost stuff.
to let the colony elect their commander of their own volition.
Melia in
And I
particular
don't mean just for appointing a successor after
basically
death,
lost her
or for
entire
purposes of
goddamn
reform.
race.
If they make their voices known, then I think I would gladly relinquish my position as commander this second.
What?
What brought this on?
Then you wish to formally
Charla
step
lost
down.
Godot.
Well, I was always the consul's favorite plaything. I was a mere pawn, dancing to his whims.
I hope that's all he
enacting
did,
his
Dia.
orders.
I don't like that
Coming to terms
terminology.
with our new life, I began to realize the qualities needed in a commander are very different nowadays.
Please don't belittle yourself, Sion. You've worked so hard to get where you are.
Believe me, I've thought about this long and hard. About who really fits the role of a commander.
Does Nia explain why Mia looks like her and why she's queen? Why she's queen, no. Because, you know, that would actually be kind of interesting, maybe.
While I do not object to your
So we can't have
logic,
that, but,
I hope you realize that our role is in essence naught but a figurehead.
Relationship, they seem to be implying that that's the case, but as I'm not going to keep rehashing it just because new people came in, but, they seem to be implying some kind of, like, relative connection, probably mother, but again, I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. If everything works the way I'm assuming it works, so I don't know. We'll say distant ancestor or distant descendant.
What that figurehead represents, however,
At least that's what I'm going with.
only you can decide.
It's down to me.
A person is not shaped solely by their birthright or innate qualities. As long as you remain critical of who you are, whether you deserve the position or not has little relevance.
This crisis of conscience. You once experienced it as well, Your Majesty.
Of course. Everyone has their battles with self-doubt. How else does one grow as a person? If you remain true to yourself, then you have nothing to fear. In this rich tapestry of life, you must find the path that you are willing to weave.
That means Rex's bloodline was allowed to exist again, not necessarily. We don't know.
To hearing your answer.
We don't know how blades reproduced.
Malia must have had her share of hardship to talk about these things in such depth. If she's ever stuck in a rut, I wonder if we'll be able to consider.
I'm still going with the Futa theory, personally.
Does she even want that?
It's somehow less cringe.
Penny for your thoughts, Noah.
No, it's nothing. We should get going. We've got some traveling ahead of us.
Who else she gonna meet? Oh god. Oh, don't. Oh, please don't talk to Gondor. Oh, please don't talk to Gondor. I literally cannot keep dealing with this character.
A diplomatic mission. Surely we can find a peaceful resolution.
Oh no, it's Nia. Okay.
Nia, this is a surprise.
Thank God.
Don't worry, I know the whole story. Oh, bloody hell. I see you are in good company.
Just stop
Kindly serve me as my
trying.
bodyguard.
Nobody
They're
cares,
assisting me with
honey.
a number of other matters too.
The assistance goes both ways, actually.
I repeat, why did you even become queen?
Yes,
These are the
that's
questions I care about.
Family.
Oh.
Indubitably. I have a rough grasp of our present predicament. You've come to hear their side of the story, have you not?
You make it sound as if these are no ordinary Agnians.
With Queen Melia's assistance, we have been closely monitoring them on both sides. I'll get to the point. These people belong neither to Keves nor Agnes.
To be precise, they were formerly Agnian soldiers, but now they claim to have lost their faith even in Agnes. This intense distrust of the future has driven them to wanton destruction.
So they stopped believing in anything, and now they just want to ruin things for everyone.
That's awful.
The Keves and Agnes of today are founded upon mutual trust and respect. At least that is the mood we try to foster. But the reality is that not all of us can readily accept these changes.
The recent outburst was just an act of passion. But if like-minded people were to congregate...
They may gain enough momentum to pose a legitimate threat, is that...
Ah! Hiromi!
So they're the ones
Don't
who have
pause the
incited
video,
latest uproar, I
Hiromi.
take it.
We might have to prepare for the worst-case scenario.
Minanabite, what make worst case so bad?
He means there could be an attack on the Queen's life.
Oh man!
Worst case?
Oh, I thought we were done,
That's
yo.
one of the reasons. But we simply can't afford
I
to leave
thought
this
we were
eve.
done. We are not.
I don't believe they truly want to oppose us. Rather, they feel they are at an impasse. One cannot so easily change their way of life or how they view the world.
More splitting.
Perhaps I ought to assert my authority as queen after all, and...
No. If you lock horns with them now, it's very possible they will shut you out completely.
No, that was only
I would
2
rather
more.
have you prepare to welcome them in with open arms.
That's incredibly kind of you.
Unless I missed one.
So, where do we find these troublemakers?
I don't think I missed one.
It seems they're lying low at hovering.
I only heard 2 just now.
Seriously? That's right next to the castle.
Presumably they approached under the guise of their fellow Agnian soldiers. The castle isn't on particularly high alert, so it makes sense that they wouldn't arouse too much suspicion.
Yes, as sad as it is. I hear they're pooling their forces. You'd best be on your guard.
Fear not. I am no stranger to battle. And besides, look at my entourage.
You shouldn't have to get used to this. Experience can make a person stronger.
You're assuming I missed one at least
But
at
it
some
can't
point
take away
during the
one's pain.
playthrough.
That goes for
Ye of
queens
little
too,
fate.
The mood's turned dark all of a sudden.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, I don't know if I did or not.
Take care. you
Most of the
guys.
time I missed them, people caught them for me. But it is possible that everybody missed one at some point.
We're sliding down.
I like narrating things I'm currently doing! When you beat the game, you get the Monado skin if you didn't already have it. Cool. That's cool. And that means it's basically pointless to have Amiibo.
Nor
But
should you, Lance.
oh, I totally forgot. Don't the Amiibo give you shit? I haven't been scanning those. You can only scan up to like 3 per day, but I haven't been doing that at all. I may have been able to scan some Amiibo and get some coins. God damn it, I'm dumb. Oh well.
A welcome find.
It's random anyway, so it's a toss-up whether I actually would have gotten what I needed. And we had 3 chances to do it, so.
Agni and Autolevs. They've hauled those things out here. Can't catch a break, can we?
As Lady Nia informed us, we should expect them to be hiding in an ambush somewhere on this island. I must remind you that we are only here to negotiate. If possible, I would like to avoid combat.
Sure, but what if they're the ones to come at us first?
Then suppress them at once. We could even disable their levnesses, so that they have nothing with which to fight back.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask for a while now. You really know how to handle yourself in a scrap, don't you?
Yes. I'm no stranger to the field of battle. Nor is this the first attempt on my life.
What? Even though you're the queen?
Precisely because I am the queen.
Yeah.
Is it really so strange for nobles to be acquainted with violence? There was even an assassin within my family once.
I'm sorry. I hope we didn't bring back painful memories for you.
Please, it's perfectly fine. Many are the things that have shaped me into who I am today. Learning to accept my weaknesses, understanding each other's differences, opening one's heart to others.
You must have been in some real good company to learn all that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty good crew.
Perhaps, yes. Back when I was young and naive, my companions taught me some invaluable lessons.
And you took those lessons to heart.
So long as we're discussing
That's how you
family
came to be
relations, can we
such
ask
a
the important
magnificent
question of the
queen.
matter? Because this is what I'm thinking.
Though times
And
may
this is
change,
way, way more important
our
than
teachings
Mia's
will never
parentage.
fade. Which is why I still believe. I believe that our last breaths should not be those of despair.
So Melia knew Riku, right? Like, Melia gave Riku a weird look. It's like, yeah, we've met before. Can we just go ahead and assume, whether there's anything actually confirming it or not, that Riku is a Riki grandkid? Or great-great-grandkid? Or something like that? And that, she's just been, like, hanging out with the family even long after Ricky himself was gone? Can we all agree to this? I vote we all agree to this.
Whoa, what's with that one?
I vote this now canon.
Good thing we found this. Anybody else feeling curious?
Cute, Raiden.
Hello?
Speculation that they helped make the sword.
Nobody at home?
More like a Shulk student. That doesn't mean he couldn't also be a Riki descendant.
Melia.
I'll handle this. My name is Melia Antiqua. I wish only to speak with you.
Speak with us? Rip us to shreds, more like, Queen of Keves.
You are the ringleader, are you? State your name.
Dave.
And why should I tell you? The world I once knew is gone. They told us defeating Keves was the only way for us to be saved. It was the right thing to do. The just thing to do, and I believed it. Do you realize how many of my friends died in pursuit of that dream?
Not enough.
You think I can just tell them, yeah, sorry guys, you died for nothing?
He's lost his cool. Maybe we should step in and deal with him. But Melia told us she'd handle this.
You ruined it! You joined forces with the Agnian Queen, and you drilled these notions into our heads! You take away our friends, then sully our reasons to live. My friends died that day, but you've killed them all over again!
Yeah, it's a shame we can't just bring them back or something. Oh, wait!
That's right. We don't need a shitty world like this anyway.
Naughty word.
I told you to stay where you are.
Melia!
Girl.
Hey! What are you trying to pull?
I could ask you the same thing. Why do you hesitate? You could attack me right now.
Shut up!
You have no desire to destroy anything. You are simply trying to get by in a world where nothing makes sense anymore. And that's why I'm here.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Me.
Fire and ash!
Ah.
So
The results are in already? Oh my god, what the fuck? I thought it took at least a day.
I know all about you. You queens live longer than any
Did the
of us
team
could ever
fun
dream.
bullying work?
You aren't like us, are you?
Did we lose our
That's how
path?
you can just sit on your thrones, toying with our lives like...
She is like us. If you hurt her, she feels pain. She bleeds all the same.
Wanna know? Of course.
That's why she came all this way to hear your story. She wants to know more about you. She wants to share her time with you.
Yeah, right. Our lives are like the blink of an eye to her ilk.
Just because she lives longer, it doesn't mean she's any different from you.
Team fun is
We're
in
all
second.
here,
Yep.
We're all alive.
That's
The
enough,
bullying
Neo.
worked.
I see now how
Grub
you
is
feel
in
about
dead
this.
last. Grub couldn't win even with even with the
To the Kavesi officers.
even with the bullying. Oh my god.
Telling everyone that Melia is different to everyone else.
Sorry, JC. That was your team, right?
I did. She's so
Ripperoni.
It makes me sick.
If anyone's warped, distorted here, it's you.
Then what am I supposed to do? Who else am I supposed to take my rage out on?
Your dick.
Tell me the truth. Right now. The pure, unadulterated truth.
You should have joined Team Gear, Cameron.
The answer lies in you, and you alone.
Team Fun was the correct choice. We were robbed. We were robbed the same way Team Mayo was robbed.
If you cannot judge it for yourself,
We were ahead in the first half, and so it buoyed everyone to go out of the way to try and bully us.
hatred in order to live your life, then let it be me. But promise me that someday you'll live for the things that truly have worth, just as you and your comrades in arms once did.
It's already too late. I can't go back. Not after what I've done.
I highly doubt that.
Grub and Fun wearing 20%. Is that just in terms of like the amount of people who were playing or who sided with that team, not the actual victory results?
I am no stranger to battle. Besides, I could not tolerate simply watching from the sidelines.
Melia.
Their sadness, frustration, anger. I shall never forget these
Leave
feelings.
HBO and Splatfest. Oh, that's cute.
Come. Let us proceed to the next location.
Fun won the seashell count. Nice. Gear won the actual voting. Ah. This was kind of a weird theme, not gonna lie. I don't know, I went with my heart, but like, it's kind of a silly theme in the first place, right?
Your Majesty.
Sorry to bother you. I'm sure you're rushed enough as it is. I'm here to discuss the speech you mentioned. Did I come at a bad
Give us
time?
another Ninja Turtles one.
No, not at all. We've been stretching our necks every day, waiting to see if you'd turn up.
I too have been anxious to meet you. I'm sorry to have been a source of anguish for you this long.
It's all been for today.
Yo, Tiger and Bunny
I don't
art.
consider any of it a waste.
Kino.
Now, on to the matter at
If
hand.
Fun have 5 more, it's a good one. It was that narrow, good god.
With the final battle with Mobius looming
Terrible.
before us, we're doing our best to prepare. But we need more than just supplies.
Thinking of playing Crisis Core with your brother?
The world is hardly a light
He doesn't know
topic.
anything about 7 besides the
Everyone
stuff
is
everyone
beside
knows.
themselves
Nice.
with worry. Some poor souls have completely snapped. We're never gonna last in actual combat at this rate.
I don't blame them. No matter how noble our cause, the fighting will cost us lives. We're caught between the future we desire and the present, which is ours to lose. It's a place beset on all sides by fear.
You don't know where to get it?
You got that
Download
right.
it.
Especially when there's no guarantee you're going to be coming home.
Just
Even a
Google
brief
Final
address
Fantasy
would do,
VII Crisis
just
Core
as
ROM
long as you speak to them somehow.
and
I
pick the
understand.
least skeevy
I
website
don't
that
know
comes
if I'll
up.
be able to get through to them, but I will try.
We'll be your guides while in the city. Make sure you don't lose your bearings.
Or
That
just
would be
wait for the
most
remake
appreciated.
if you don't care about bad
While we're
voice
here,
acting.
Would it bother you if I took a look around the city itself?
Please, be my guest. I think we'd all like that.
Maybe we could take her to Centrillo Parade. There's plenty of people around there.
No objections from me, but there are some rather, shall we say, ardent followers of the Queen up that way. If they get too insistent, you might need to give them a friendly nudge.
Oh yeah?
I have
All
my
right,
stick.
We'll keep a lookout.
Aww, they got a
I see
baby.
some relations have changed.
Very cute. Even the ones that are legit don't always look legit, that's fair.
Now this is a far cry from the colonies and the castles. Here is a place where people can truly live, make a home.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw this place. All these different people I'd never seen before. Things of all shapes and sizes.
You got any babies?
I wish I had been there to see your reaction. A shame.
See my mouth hanging open like a lummox. Not worth it.
Once again, bonding more with Uni than with Noah.
None of this surprises you.
Eh.
It's more that I'm assailed by old memories. Technologies of old are put into practice here. I feel the industry of those times.
Is that really you? Queen Melia?
Yes. I do go by that name.
I knew it! I knew it from the moment I laid eyes on you. You were something special.
Finally caught up. Hey, old man, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
Can't play it right now anyway.
Well, thanks for your concern, but I'll decide when and how I'm going to pop my clogs. I've lived my whole life for this day. Heck, you all have, haven't you?
Eh? Oh, never mind. That many people's lives really are that sad. Melia's quest unquestionably got more content. Like I said, Nia's was absurdly short.
Hey, fancy a bite?
Literally just a couple of vague conversations where she kind of explains the past to everyone.
Nobody wants to see your seedy little bistro. She wants something memorable.
Oh, say that again, I dare you. If you hate my establishment so much, I'll be more than happy to bar you from it permanently.
Oi!
All right, people, don't shove. And stop arguing. We don't want to scare the Queen now.
Oh my days!
Bruh. Who?
Come on now, this is getting excessive.
Who the fuck is Kryto?
Everyone's been living for this moment.
What?
It's always been my dream to see the true Queen come back to us. A lot of us die before we get the chance.
Yeah, but now it's actually happening. Before our very eyes. How can we possibly keep calm when a miracle is unfolding?
I am so grateful to you all, my people. I would like to express a few words.
They had to spend all that time drawing Nia's photo.
It is a joy
They
to
spent all
see
that time
real
with that and they
human
still did that
activity
shitty a
once
job?
again. After all these years, I see that you continue to remain strong.
Of course we do. Got to protect what we love, right?
Yeah, no, if they had drawn it, it wouldn't have looked as bad. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why they decided to just, like, very, very lazily try to edit some CG models and pose them. But dear God.
Mobius won't stand a chance.
Looks like that takes care of that.
Indeed.
Wow, decades plural. And here we are, happy enough if we can reach one.
The way I see it, you lot are far more incredible. You've achieved so much in so little
Tell
time.
us how old Melia is.
Huh? That's only natural, ain't it?
I want to confirm my theory.
In the time you have. No way I could imagine having to fight for 40 or 50 years. Feels so snuffing far away.
Uni.
By the by, I'm not seeing the story spinner anywhere.
Story spinner?
Hmm?
He's this old guy who knows more about the city's history than anyone. He's like a walking encyclopedia.
Real curious bloke. Normally he'd jump at an opportunity like this.
Well, he's no spring turkin, though. If he hears he's missed his chance to meet Her Majesty, he might drop dead from the shock.
Heavens. Where might we find this person? I think we should pay him a visit.
What, really?
I'll bet it'd make his day. But are you sure?
I would like to try to meet him, if at all possible.
As you wish. It's your call.
You'll probably find him at Mittia Lookout. I hear it's one of his favorite spots.
A walking encyclopedia, is he? Then we can expect an enlightening conversation.
God, I cannot stop yawning. I wanted to get this done so I could watch some One Piece. But at this rate, I might just have to pass out afterwards. Sorry to say.
Oh, what's all the fuss? Whose funeral is it this
At least we got XA tomorrow.
Nobody's, I should hope. We were just wondering if...
Oh, old Melly. Well, this can't be real, so somebody pinch me. What if it's actually my funeral? Then that would mean... Where the places have I ended up?
Yeah, this is Mittia Lookout in the city.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm told you have quite the wisdom. I was hoping to ask you a few things, if it doesn't bother you.
Oh, I get ya. The Queen herself is asking me personally to tell her a story. Now I know I'm dreaming. Hey, Ouroboros kids, give me a good wallop here, right on the kisser.
Sure thing.
Have you gone quite mad?
Lance? I didn't throw my weight into it.
Let's all calm down for a second.
You also feel like passing out that you're scrolling through Twitter secret. That's me.
Oh, I see. A rousing speech for the city, eh? What a stroke of luck. Even after that battering, I know I'll be content in the afterlife.
Oh, don't start. You were the one who asked us to.
Well, it seems life's worth living a little while longer. Don't want to disappoint old Queenie now, do I? Go on then. Ask away.
I meant to ask, what do we feel like doing on Tuesday? Oh, that's right, I'm not playing.
When you first saw Melia,
What do we feel like doing on Tuesday while we wait for the Genshin update?
than you let on.
Of course
I could mess around in Splatoon.
Have you seen the stacks of literature they've got here in the city?
No, I'm saying yeah, Tuesday is Genshin, obviously, but the update probably won't be done until a little later in the evening. So we're gonna have to do something until then. We could do One Piece. We could do One Piece earlier in the day instead of later, to make up for not doing it tonight or tomorrow.
Here, I'll give you an example. It is a lesser-known fact that Her Majesty is squeamish around shiny bugs.
Just watch more One Piece in the Discord until the update's live.
There was also a little morsel about how she found rainbow bugs particularly revolting. They're extinct now, but I reckon they're beasties about the size of your fist, whose bodily excretions make
Alfred
them
Octo Expansions, do you have one on that? That's a good alternative to actually playing it.
You don't need to go into such detail.
Not sure about tomorrow, but at some point we'll definitely have to do that.
Goosebumps.
Don't you worry.
You were gonna say One Piece? Cool.
More tidbits like that up my sleeve.
Yeah, so long as people don't mind doing it earlier in the day.
Look.
Seems like a pretty good idea to me.
Oh yeah, well, I'm all ears.
I'm sorry, old man. You're not boring, or maybe you are.
After living for so many decades,
I just can't stop yawning.
you must have had to say goodbye to so many of your friends and stuff. Must be a lot of crap to deal with. So, how do you cope?
Well, the pits is what it is. There are times when I wonder why I don't just curl up and die.
Get to see Sanji simp more and you rolling your eyes at him. You get to watch Sanji simp and watch Secret simp for Sanji.
So what?
Everybody
you just have
wins.
to go on living in misery? You've got to be joking.
Uni, are you all right?
I just want to know what it's all about. Growing old. There's folk out there who get to live so much longer than us, and they still choose to fight. It just feels like I'm always taking a back seat. Like I'm getting left
Or
behind.
watch Sanji do nothing again. He diverted Crocodile.
Even if it's just in
He did
spirit.
divert Crocodile. I saw some Kino-esque Crocodile fan art on my timeline the other night. Not even art of him with Flamingo. Just a cool pic of Crocodile, and I was like, oh, it's a sign. We're almost
Even
there.
if those you once loved are no longer a part
The
of this
Crocodile
world,
Rock.
lonely as it is, and painful though the memories be, it is not wholly a tragic tale. For you can keep close to your heart your memories of those dear to you. And that is something to take pride in. That is what will give you strength. Admittedly, my life took a very different path to the likes of my companions here. But such are my thoughts.
Ah, never a truer word was spoken. That's one for the ages. Where's my notepad?
The fact that you're worrying about us here and now, Uni, I don't think we'll ever forget that. Your feelings will transcend time.
I'd have to agree. So don't feel like you need to be doing anything special for us, Uni. It's reassuring enough just being the way you are.
Aww.
Don't suppose you've got any tissues on
Aww.
Spark, why'd you have to go and make it all soppy?
Nobody is leaving you behind, Uni. If you ever feel distance between you, you need only speak out.
Wait, was this all just to tell me that?
Again.
It's about the size of it.
Why was Noah her class inheritor instead of Beauty? I'm sorry, I can't get over that.
Your own speech.
Say, Melly, would you mind if we shook hands?
No problem, Machin.
Stop ignoring me.
I don't see why not.
Oh, you angel. Now I can shove
That
off
was
this mortal coil
very
without
awkward framing.
regrets.
Yeah, I think we should frame this shot so that we can't even actually tell that they shook hands.
Life's a cruel journey from one end to
And
the
just
other.
kind of make it look like Melia did a little scuffle
But if there's
instead.
one thing that gives it all meaning, it's love.
That's very sweet.
That ain't something I have to teach you young folks, though. Your friends
Did want to animate
are
the
like
hands,
fellows.
bruh.
Monica said something like that too. Still doesn't make much sense to me though.
Well, love takes many forms. There are as many ways to show it as there are people.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we should probably be getting on. Till we meet again, Story Spinner.
Indeed.
I got the link to that
indeed.
croc art. 1 second.
Safe travels to you.
I retweeted it like just last night. It won't be too far back on my timeline.
I think we've done the rounds here.
I did also see more fan art of him in Flamingo. But that's besides the point. Good God, I retweeted a lot today. There it is. Fuck me, Team Gear 1, you're calling hacks? I am too, Pump, like I said. There it is, Neo. Anybody who is actually, like, 100% blind on One Piece, maybe don't click that link. If you don't want to know, who Crocodile Rock is yet. Not as awkward as Hop holding a Pokeball in his hands and it keeps being slightly forward, but the Pokeball stays in midair. Good God. Fucking terrible. Yeah, nah. That's always how it goes. Again, like I said, literally the same thing that happened with Team Mayo. Team Mayo was winning in the first half. Losing side got buoyed by the loss, and just seeing how much they were getting their shit wrecked, and just came back that much stronger the next day.
I see that you have calmed down.
Yes, I have realized. However fervent my loyalty, if I am ever the source of Her Highness's anguish, it does no good.
You think too deeply, Isel. 'Tis your mind's fiction.
I will rectify that.
Should Melia not be at least a little weirded out by this random guy who has the exact same name as one of her dead retainers?
Mankind's follies. People never learn. Whatever the passage of fate may bring, we must never lose.
Yet another
the
thing that
spirit
makes
of
it seem like a lot more
defiance,
time has passed than like
lest
10 or
we
20
submit
years.
to injustice, as we once did.
Again. Why does she look so sad?
My friends and I, we fought hard for all this. We staked our lives on this future. And if there's a chance to keep it that way, I too will be happy to sacrifice myself for this world.
Snuff that for a laugh. I hate that. You're the important one here.
Pardon?
She doesn't want that, though.
It's true. It's something I noticed before. As befits a queen, you're always thinking about your subjects. But who thinks about what's best for you?
Seeing you suffer alone like this, none of us like
Uni
it.
is clearly related to Melia. Again.
Losing you, that is. You're one of us.
Imagine if they did that. Yeah. Imagine if they just went all in on the harem supremacy and did have a photo of that was also they did have a similar photo for the one crew that was Shulk with Fiora and Melia holding babies. And the Melia baby had like more brownish hair.
Yeah.
Just go full fucking fan fiction mode.
It's only fair.
Terrible.
Do the same for you.
I am speechless.
Melia, you are needed in this world. But you weren't born solely for
Uni has Shulk's eyes, does she?
That may be so. However,
If you permit me, I'll gladly lend you my strength.
Oh.
Not because you are our queen, but because we're travelers in the here and now. So we should live together.
One of Shulk's descendants? Ew, God, please no, that would be cringe. That would actually be kind of weird. Oh. Oh.
Alongside you all is the best.
Oh. Included fucking Nene and Kino.
yes. You are right. How funny. Though wisdom is said to come with age, still you all seem to teach me so much. If some things elude my grasp,
God
your
damn it,
words
Kay.
show me that there is more to life. They guide me when I run astray. Again and again. How fortunate I am.
God damn it, she has no one left. God. She's not like Nia. Fucking Nia has her polycule. I don't know about. Like Rex is fucking dead, thank God. But like,
thank you.
Pyra and Mithra might still be out there. She just has like weird spectral versions of their swords. She's got Poppy still. Dromark theoretically should be around. As would Pandoria and Brigid and maybe Zeke.
It's ours.
Fucking Melia has no one. God damn it. Poppy's an artificial sword. It makes sense.
Some relations have changed.
She got Ricky back. Ricky's not immortal. Ricky is many, many things, but he is not immortal. She's always alone. I mean, yeah, she's not immortal either. Don't get me wrong. Like, she is aging. She just ages very, very slowly. I forget how old her dad was. But, like, she's not gonna start even looking elderly until however old he was. Like, it's sad. This poor woman. Is that anything else? Why is this person's video still going? I think that's it. Alright. God. Tora was apparently... Napon do have longer lifespans. They are on the longer side, but still, again, I don't know. Tora was a teenager. Ricky was already 40 years old. So who knows? And again, if he was there, he's gone now. Sad. Again, like, all this, every single time. all this does is highlight what a failure Xenoblade 2 is. Like, on an actual dramatic level. Like, good God, nobody fucking lost anything. Not really. Feel bad for Shoma? That's what got me with Shoma. That's what got me when I realized what that was the case with Shoma. It's fucked up. I don't like that. I mean, I'd be okay with it if it's done in a good way that, like, emphasizes the tragedy of the situation, which I feel like her such quest to a degree. Aww, doggo boys. I saw a cute little comic of Razor running up to Xeno and hugging him with all the other Electro characters standing in the background. The joke being, obviously, that every single other Electro character is a girl. The freaking only 2 male Electros. Terrible. Makes you want to try Xenogears. I'd be interested to go back to that. There's apparently a lot of references to Xenogears in this. I'm familiar with Xenosaga. I'd be interested to go to it at some point. Maybe a sub-goal down the line. Final thoughts on the game as a whole? Like I said, I wish I had more to say. Just mostly a very, very good story with a couple of humps in the road, like Gondor and yada yada. Generally speaking, the kind of story I wish I could write, but also just good God.
Time well spent, I'd say.
Maybe once the apathy clears, maybe.
Time well spent, I'd say. Time well spent, I'd say.
I reloaded the game, by the way, while we were watching all that, so to undo all that bullshit I did.
A taste of real human connection.
Because there's not even a point. Again, I'll probably do some of this stuff off screen just for OCD's sake, and also just to maybe remember why I like the game. Stop myself from feeling so empty inside thinking about it. It'd be nice.
It's vital
I don't
to
like
keep a
feeling
record of
this way.
events.
I really, really do not like feeling this way. Do I like feeling One Piece? I do like feeling One Piece, but not tonight. Like I said, I am yawning literally every 5 seconds, and I don't know why. So I'm just gonna let the sweet embrace of death take me and pass out. Wait until the DLC is out, hopefully. Like I said, I'm very apathetic right now, but I do still at this moment intend on doing the DLC whenever it gets around. So hopefully by then I'll be less apathetic. Hopefully by then I'll have some time to fuck around in the open world and whatnot, and be reminded of why I like this game. And why is that still, bruh? Why is it still yelling at me? I was stream next one for Ito? Yeah, that's the best way to go about it. Just play it by ear. Yeah, sorry I'm not more articulate. In hindsight, I wish I had recorded that fucking discussion we had yesterday after the live dub. But I didn't talk about the actual game there. Again, it's all that photo. It's all that one goddamn photo. It is a shame, but like it genuinely just kind of derailed everything and prevents me from like properly appreciating every aspect of this game to the degree that I wish I could. It sucks. It's arguably petty or an overreaction, but just it is what it is. It is how I feel. I can't change it. Justice for Melly. XA tomorrow! I'm so excited. I need it. I very much need it right now. But alrighty, hopefully that wasn't too miserable an experience. Special thanks to Fusion, Go-Kart patron. Pretty cool. If you want to help support... me feeling things again. Whatever. Check out links in the description. Love you guys. Nighty night.